Why is it important to remember the roots? Because that is our center, because that is where we came from, because that is who we are. Coaches are catalysts for bringing greater value to an individual, to an organization, to a system. This is an empowerment coming with accountability and responsibility.
Welcome to the last closing session of our two-day conference. It's my honor to invite Magdalena Mook, to the stage for doing the closing plenary for the conference. Magda, we are so happy to have you. And this is your debut to ICF Pune.
Yes.
So welcome. And we do wish you all the best in your debut performance on the stage. So, who doesn't know you? And I'm not going to therefore take a lot of time in introducing you, but I know that for the years that I've been associated with ICF, Magda has been the CEO. And under her able leadership, we've seen ICF grow by leaps and bounds. So, we have deep respect and love for you, Magda. Thank you for being with us.
Jashri, thank you so much, and I'm quite excited to be able to join ICF Pune chapter. As we said, I've been speaking to many India chapters, but not Pune before, so this is quite exciting. I know it's late. I know that you guys had 2 days of exciting conversations, provocative conversations, some that may leave you a little bit with like, oh, where are we going to? Oh, where are you going? And I think that that's the beauty of events like that, and that's the beauty of the profession that we represent. So roots and wings. um, I think that this is such an important and very timely theme for this conference, because we are living in a very unusual times. Many would describe current circumstance as banny, which is brittle, anxious, non-linear, and also incomprehensible. And it's true from when you think about several years back, how many different things we experienced as individuals, as coaches, as parents, spouses, professionals, human beings, that are very different these days than they were even short 5 years ago. And at the same time, we have to anticipate that the pace of change will not slow down, that we will continue to observe a lot of challenges, many of them being opportunities. I was listening to Jonathan's session just right before this one, and AI brings so many great opportunities and some fears as well. And I think that it only will continue. So we need to find a center. We need to find something that grounds us, something that holds us true to ourselves, to our beliefs, but also that allows us to support our clients in their journey at the same time. In the description of this event, it has been stated that certain things did not change since our roots, since the ancient wisdom and times. Competence, curiosity, collaboration, courage, and compassion. So, how can we make sure that coaching as a profession remains true to those 5 principles, I'll call them? And at the same time, what can we do as coaches to make sure that we are advocates and ambassadors for those 5? Why is it important to remember the roots? Because that is our center, because that is where we came from, because that is who we are. Why is it important to have the wings? Because if we were not curious, if we were not trying to see what's next for humanity, for us, we would not have that courage to go there. We would not have that courage to try new things within boundaries, sometimes stretching boundaries. And coaching, as we all know, is stretching boundaries and should be stretching boundaries. We are challenging to our clients. We are challenging to their opinions. We are challenging to their assumptions about who they are. And Jonathan again asked this very powerful question: what is the problem we're trying to solve, right? So this is so very important, to be grounded and to have aspirations, to have curiosity and courage to develop and explore new territories, if you will, for coaching as well. Again, I mentioned Jonathan in the session right before. He talked so eloquently about AI and what AI is potentially bringing to coaching. And it's quite amazing. It could be a little scary, and at the same time, so many possibilities, so many opportunities, so many ways that we can enhance the experience for our clients and possibly the outcome for them. And yet, we have to always remember to do it ethically, to do it within the boundary of what is considered a right application of technology, and be the guardian, be the guardian for the ethical practice in coaching. You know, we've been talking a lot about how the world changed during and after the pandemic. There is so much conversation about purpose driven leadership. Leaders being responsible for describing, exploring, and explaining the purpose of the businesses that they are leading. Leaders responsible for being able to link that purpose to everybody's jobs within their organizations. Leaders being responsible for allowing every single person in the organization to understand how they feed into that purpose, how they, if they align with the purpose, are really instrumental in making it happen. Many of the leaders nowadays still were trained and have work experience that promoted different kind of approach. That was more of a command and control rather than paint me a picture. Let me see how I belong in this picture, and let me understand deep in my soul, deep in my gut, how I contribute. So, coaching, in fact, is promoting that recognition of purpose in an individual, recognition of purpose in the organization, recognition of purpose in a broader society and broader systems. Important and not easy to accomplish. So we still have a lot of work to do. And with that approach, if you will, that also talks about empowerment. Because when I think about coaching, coaching empowers. Coaching empowers the client to reach their highest potential. Coaching empowers the organization to set goals that are beyond perhaps just a profit, but it leads into some social good moving forward. But coaching is also empowering to a coach, her or himself. Coaches are catalysts for bringing greater value to an individual, to an organization, to a system. This is an empowerment coming with accountability and responsibility But that's great. That's great because, and again, Jonathan said that be human first. Exactly. Be human. Be human, be human with your clients. But I wanna flip it a little bit. Every coin having two sides, right? If we need to be humans with our clients, let's not forget ever to be human with self. Coaches are pretty notorious of not taking good care of themselves because we are so concentrated on our clients. We are so concentrated on helping them go where they need to go, where they want to go. We do forget about the fact that to be the best for them, we need to take care of ourselves. And this is both coming to roots and wings. It is the wings to explore AI, to explore technologies that are new, they are modern, they are maybe a little bit more advanced than what we grew up with, and to have that grounding, to have that centering, to have that place that we can come back to every time when we perhaps have a little trepidation. Am I doing a good job? Am I the person following my values? Am I the person living my values in a way that I would like to see in another person? In our coaching community, there are many places where this empowerment for self, the centering for self, is happening. There are communities of practice, of course. There are your local chapters. There are your colleagues and friends who have amazing wisdom. We are a global organization. We're 60,000 members strong, and we have colleagues and friends in 160 countries. Think about it. The wisdom they build their practices on is just amazing, and we need to use it. We need to utilize it so that we are better human beings and have awareness of how we are more same than we are different, and then the differences are often the source of fantastic inspiration and innovation. There are some other circumstances happening within the ICF. You might have heard about Sustainability Coaching Coalition. It is the initiative of 15 coaching, mentoring, and supervision organizations from around the globe to really think about collaborating for sustainable future. Sustainability may mean different things as we move forward with so many changes in our societies. But I think that what the statement of those combined bodies is, to me, it speaks so loudly and deeply. Let me read that statement. It says, as signatories of this document being the statement on joint statement on sustainability coaching. As signatories of this document, we hold a position of radical hope in cultivating optimism and inviting action to drive systemic sustainability, taking bold steps toward a resilient, thriving future. Let me read it again. We hold a position of radical hope in cultivating optimism and inviting action to drive systemic sustainability, taking bold steps toward a resilient, thriving future. I think it's a beautiful statement. And I think we all can find something very unique and very individual. For some, it may be radical optimism. For some, maybe taking bold steps. For some, maybe systemic sustainability. We can take it with us. We need to take it with us. We need to take it to our clients, not to influence their agendas, but to bring their awareness that the solutions There are many solutions. Again, back to Jonathan, there are many solutions, there are many answers to the same question. And there may be no questions that would bring a solution. Our job is to hold that space for dialogue, for bringing radical optimism, for bringing radical hope, and for searching for the solutions that are sustainable and are creating a better future for all of us. Responsibility, absolutely. Accountability, most definitely. And yet, I think that this is exactly what is so unique about coaching. It's so unique about ICF as an organization. We are holding that space for our clients and for ourselves and for the future. So, thank you again for allowing me to join you today. And I want to leave you with this message of radical optimism moving forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Magda. Thank you, Magda, for making time for us. And I think radical hope, radical optimism, bold steps um, give us a sense of empowerment as well as a sense of responsibility. I think
Yes.
both these days have been magnificent for us in really realizing the power of the collective. And just now, when you said we are spread across 160 countries, I think we all know that, we kind of tend to get cooped up in a region, but we know actually that there are so many of us and so many like us and maybe a little different from us, who are our resources, and we can really lean into it. And ICF has become like a very strong foundation for trust, for establishing instant friendships, and for co-creating something which is meaningful and purposeful. So thank you, and thank you for making space for closing this conference. I think this has been a labor of love for the entire volunteer team, and all the chapters in India have been extremely supportive, and of course our audience. So yeah, about more than 225 people, 25 speakers, 20 countries, 60 places, 5 continents. So feeling good at the end of it, and
You
this
must
is
be exhausted. I really want to congratulate all of you, the team behind the chapter, the speakers. Thank to everybody who came together to make it a very successful event and hopefully sustainably
yes.
impactful to everybody who participated.
Absolutely. Thank you. And we're going to request for a photograph with you. And the team is trying to figure out how many people can really fit on the stage because airport has some
Sure.
restrictions. So there are
Absolutely.
48 people right now in this session because it is pretty late in India too. And of
Of
course,
course,
certainly with the
yes.
volunteer team.
I'm impressed.
And certainly with the volunteer team, I'm just trying to find out. Yeah, so they'll come here one by one, at least. Okay. Ah, right, Rajiv. Ah, so only these many people, is it? These many boxes can be accommodated, Rachna, is that so?
Yeah, so we can accommodate few more. So around 27 people we can accommodate.
Okay. So people who want to get clicked with Magda, please stay back, and we can accommodate, I think, maybe in multiple screens, right? Some of us can exit and some of us can enter. Is that possible, Rachna?
Yeah, I'm inviting Jonathan. I can see I just sent him an invitation.
Ah,
And I could see Viji also here. So let me see if she's still here.
Magda, I hope you can spare 5 minutes for our fan moment.
Sure, sure. Veggie, where's Veggie?
Ah,
Yeah, I have invited Viji and she has joined. I'll send it to Jonathan again in case he's able to join.
Mhm.
And while some of the speakers and volunteers are joining us, thank you so much to the audience. I think you've made it all, all the effort worth its while and worth the effort. Thank you so much, and please stay connected with ICF Pune, and we will move mountains together.
I think I've added Viji, but I don't know why we are not able to see everybody on the screen.
Okay, maybe because we're not informed
For a
earlier.
second, we had more people, and now it when
Shall
we
we try
didn't know.
this other layout?
No, I think this layout is not going to work.
Okay. Why Ajit and Rajiv, we cannot see them? Are they off?
Yeah, they are here. They are here. Ajit and Rajiv are here.
Huh, but we can't see them, right? We can't see their
I can
videos.
see them.
I just see an icon too.
Hmm.
Maybe you can change your layout because stage layout is.
We can do that.
I can see.
Okay, can we
them.
move on? Rachna, I think all those who are here, if we could just take quickly.
Yeah,
snap
I'll just click a
and then
picture.
move, Yeah.
Smile.
Smile, please.
Thank you. Done?
Great. I have taken one. Yes, we can take one more. To be on the safer side.
Just to be safe.
Okay, great. Yes. Thank you.
So I'll move backstage, and you see if some others can be accommodated. I don't know. I cannot move somebody
So
else.
Jayashi, the screen that I have opened, I can accommodate about 28 people, but there is nobody here. So it's only 7 of us here.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are around 36 people in the session, but
Vijay is coming. Vijay is
Yeah.
coming.
This is
Yeah,
good.
which is here.
Yeah. So if more people come in, we'll be able to see. When I've clicked on that number, I can see more people there.
Okay.
Vijay, we can't see you.
She's backstage.
No,
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 she's on
I'm here.
Oh, you are on
but,
the stage, right?
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a camera issue. Sorry, folks, about that. If you don't
Oh. Okay.
nevertheless, Vijay, we clicked it with your photograph at least.
know. Yeah. I mean, I hope I look closer to that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great.
Shall we? What do we do now?
Yes, we can move backstage and we can end the session here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Magda,
much.
thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Magda. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure being with you guys.